background to my getting involved with this when I went to see in Paris was really some work which UNEP did on the Global Green New Deal in 2008. And we had discussions with Harvey Sukdev, when he was founded from Deutsche Bank to UNEP. And really his idea of the Global Green New Deal was to address the ecological crisis and the economic crisis simultaneously through a new deal based on building green infrastructure assets rather than traditional Roosevelt-type infrastructure assets. I've done quite a lot of PPP work in the past, and there will be some discussion at some of the other roundtables on public-private partnership. I work for the European Commission, I work for the Russian government and the Ukrainian government on public-private partnership legislation and project delivery. And as part of the merging of the two ideas of the Global Green New Deal and public-private partnership, we really came up with the idea of developing a new approach to infrastructure delivery called public-private and community, and Tariq's mentioned some of the research that I've been doing on that. So the background really is I've been approaching this from the point of view of someone who's a financial services professional who's worked in London and in Eastern Europe for many years on project delivery, project finance and risk management, and academic research, which I'm doing currently at Renewable University, in trying to de-risk project delivery specifically, but not exclusively, in solar energy projects. So the idea of public-private and community is one of building assets using essentially a traditional PFI type of funding mechanism, but to engage the local community in co-investment from maybe not the build stage, but the operate stage of the BOT, the operate transfer of that asset, so that the community individuals have an ownership right and ownership interest. They've got skin in the game, as it were, in the project. They're more committed to the project, and we believe that makes the project more sustainable. A key point of all of this really is about de-risking projects. You'll know about distributed heat and power and why that's desirable. An important point about mini-grids and about general decarbonisation of energy is that we create and use energy locally rather than at large-scale national level because of the losses from so doing. So joining us, I hope, will be a colleague of mine from London, Julian Richardson from Parhelion. He's been working with UNEP for some time. I know him individually in his company in London. Julian will be talking about policy risk insurance. But what's happened as a result of the economic crisis is really in 2005, 6, 7 to 2009, 10 and subsequently, as the whole kind of risk-return analysis has become inverted. What's actually happened now is as a result of uncertainty, increasing uncertainty due to climate change as we see outside at the moment, but also due to the economic environment, is that the starting point of financing any project really now is about de-risking the project. Traditionally it was about maximising return and perhaps worrying about risk later. Now it's more about worrying about risk and then looking at what the return might be. So you see here identified quite a large number of issues that will have to be resolved in terms of de-risking a project so that investors will invest in it. Policy risk insurance, which Julian will be talking about, legal structure, monetary policy risk, the price of CO2. We know that the carbon price is far too low to actually bring about a voluntary carbon abatement through the price of carbon. Technology risks, environmental risk, operational management risks, large number of risks are involved that have to be properly analysed and mitigated. This just gives an example of how a risk-return profile on a UK-based project might look. Essentially, the curve is showing